Good day, it's Laura Bennett-Smith from OPI coming to you with a website project update to all of our team members that have been working for so long on this project. We're in the final milestones, which is pretty exciting. I'd like to say thank you for your patience and your collaboration. It is a lot of work and there are a lot of moving pieces now as we have approached the final milestone. This is the largest digital transformation project for our agency. And on top of it, we are getting in compliance with state and federal laws, removing barriers so that we can provide quality health information to all citizens. It's really exciting. I think some of you have had some sneak peeks and been in with manuals. So this is the final stretch. There are a lot of things that you need to know and actions to take. So what I'm going to do moving forward is, instead of scheduling meetings, I'm just going to do a short video recording and to let you know everything that you need to know and any action items. And again, thank you all for your patience and collaboration. So couple project reminders. As you know, since November 1st, there is a web freeze. No major changes to web pages. All of our inventories that we are tracking, documents, web pages, applications, these are manual inventories that we are keeping track of, and many people have their hands on it. So moving anything at this state is not advised. Only things that you need to conduct business. We don't want to prevent you from conducting your business. Do not email web group with requests for edits to web pages or content. This creates a little extra time that's unnecessary. They will only accept documents to the web pages from myself because they have to be ADA compliant. If you have a simple edit that you need a word changed or information, you can still submit a ticket for that. This is with respect to making any major changes, because we also want to track those on tickets for Portland. All files and PDFs have to be submitted through the new OPI process that we launched in November. If you bypass this process, we will be emailing you soon about your files being removed from the web if they are not ADA compliant. I do recommend to you, go to the intranet and look at our pages. Take a look at these links that I have for you. The web accessibility document and image accessibility course is so important as we not only approach a new digital space for our website, but also the intranet that is coming. That has to be ADA compliant by December of 2026. We have 65 accessibility champions at the agency that have been doing a fantastic job. You've probably heard from them if you're talking about creating PDFs. They've probably been giving you some advice or counsel or tips that we've shared with them. So I do ask that you support them if you are a supervisor, and get educated on accessibility and check out those resources. They'll be in the links in the slide. A couple of tips here. Now, we've said expect delays if you're submitting a document to the web. The reason for expect delays are a number of things. It takes time to edit files for accessibility, and we do ask that you collaborate in advance as a team instead of when we publish things and then you come back and ask for edits to be made again. We have to start all over. So please collaborate with a team. Make sure your document is final and good before you submit it to OPI so that we have the time that we need. Also, it just takes time to make documents accessible, and we have the web project going on at the same time. So expect delays. Here are some common things that you can fix on your own. These tips are in those resources that have been provided. Here are some common file issues. You can check those out on your own. If you resolve those, that sometimes speeds up the time, and we thank you for that. Okay, here's what you need to know and here's what you need to do. Let's get into some updates for the website project. I have talked about this list probably a lot since we started. This stakeholder list, OPI does not add or delete any stakeholders. You decide as a program who should be in the website stakeholder list. You get to add those people, those team members that you have into this list. This list is how we communicate with you. Every time I send an email, I grab that list. So this is the list where you're adding your role. A lot of people already did that, and we just noticed that it hasn't been kept up to date. So please take 5 minutes, update the list with any team members that you need, add their roles and their contact information. We really appreciate that, and you can grab that link in the screenshot there. Stakeholder working files are any files that we need input from you for. Web page inventory. A lot of you already did this too. We have an updated web page inventory. What you need to know is that this inventory identifies all the web pages on health.mo.gov, and it includes team member names. You might have had some team members change since we did this web inventory. It delays our progress when we can't reach the right person. I meet with Portland every Friday, and if they have issues, I really try to resolve those within 24 hours. So it's really important that we have the right people listed. And then next steps are to identify page reviewers. So this is something you need to decide as a team, who will be your web page reviewer, and collaborate within your team to approve and add notes to Portland as they migrate your web pages. Reviewers will be provided access with a login, and they will have access to their migration tool. So what you need to do is just hop into that web page inventory, make sure all your web pages are there. The reason I say that is because I have found web pages that have not been included in the inventory. Sometimes there's something, a code or something strange I didn't know about that IT lets me know. And so please make sure all of your web pages are represented in the inventory. I identify a team member to serve as your reviewer and enter their email address in column E. Online video inventory. This is coming soon. So what you need to know is we are preparing an inventory of all online training videos hosted on health.mo.gov. We need your review to identify trainings that programs will keep and remediate for accessibility. Today, we have not identified how we are going to remediate those for accessibility by April 2026. But what you need to do is familiarize yourself with the trainings that you host. Do you have any trainings that can just be deleted? Go ahead and submit a ticket, get them removed from the web. And here is a link that you can check out from Lainey Strange. This is typically, most of our online trainings that I've seen are Captivate. A lot of them are not ADA compliant. So we're going to be coming back to you with an inventory, and here is a Captivate checklist that you can check out to just try to initially see what work is going to need to be done to those videos. Okay, manuals. This is like almost finished, I hope. So if you have forgotten about your manuals or haven't logged in, here's your friendly reminder. Let's get the job done. What you need to know is Portland WebWorks provided any manual reviewers access December 11th. And so what we need you to do is log in and approve, provide any notes for Portland. And if you need help, please contact me. This is really important. Portland has migrated your manuals from PDFs, and a lot of you have content in PDFs as it migrated over. There might be something, maybe the bullets don't look right. Maybe there's something out of alignment. It's really important that you are pleased with the product that you receive from Portland. You own your manuals, and so we need you to review those and be satisfied with the product that they are giving us. If you have a manual that you have not provided to Portland, you said, hey, we are editing a manual right now, I need that no later than February 20th. I can tell you that we will not be able to do this without vendor support. So we need to take advantage of Portland's vendor support while we have their time and funds available to do this and get all of your manuals converted. So once again, if your manual's been converted, hop in there and get it approved by January 30th, that's next week. And if you have not submitted it, please submit it by February 20th, please. And if you need a little reminder of December 11th, this is what my email looked like from Jim. He sent an email to me with access, and then he also sent it a welcome email, and it has this video link. So what you need to do, if you forgot about this, review the migration tracker overview and video usage guide, and log into the migration tool and complete the approval. Or once again, if there's something wrong with the manual or it needs adjustments, add notes so they can they can do that. They've been making great progress. If you need help, if you need to connect with Portland, let me know and we will make that happen. So let's get this completed so that we can move on to our next milestone. Thank you. Writing workshops, we've talked about that. You're going to be getting a notice today. There will be 3 writing workshop opportunities. They are 2 hours, and you just need to pick one. It's virtual. We're going to invite everyone in the website project. Because that list hasn't been kept up to date, we're going to let you decide who needs to attend. And if you're not sure, here's who needs to decide. Here's who needs to come. If you are a team member that is responsible for creating any written digital content for web pages or intranet pages, you should attend. Come join us for the 2-hour workshop with Portland. So you're going to accept the calendar invite for one of the 3 sessions, and you're going to bring some homework with you. You're going to bring some content from one of your web pages that you'd like to improve, and Portland's going to help us learn how to do that. Okay, after the writing workshops, the Drupal content management training will be coming to us. So just a friendly reminder, Drupal is the name of our content management website that we are getting, and we asked for a hybrid model of support. So what that means is if you are a program who has said, hey, I'd like to be a content editor. I'd like to just hop in there and add my own content to my own web page. You can do that. If you are a program who said, oof, I don't have the bandwidth for that, I'm just going to submit a ticket, you can do that too. So that's what a hybrid model of support looks like, both options. And so Portland WebWorks will be providing us training as soon as we knock out the writing workshops. They're going to be coming to us, and you'll want to attend that if you're a content editor or plan to be. You're going to need that training, so details coming soon. I'd like to bring to you once again the accessibility training courses for you. I can't emphasize enough how important this is. Our agency has a high volume of content creators, different than other agencies. Like, we have a lot of content creators. There's a lot of content in videos, documents, all sorts of things. And with the state and federal compliance, and more importantly, providing accessible content to all people and removing barriers, it is very important for you as a supervisor to ensure that your staff is trained. And that means more than just accessibility champions. I've heard some of our champions are struggling a little bit within their teams because they've brought back to you the resources and guidance and tips that we've provided. And I think that it's very important that us as an agency embrace accessibility, make sure our team members are educated, make sure we're supporting our accessibility champions. A lot of those champions are already working on modifying their files, creating ADA files so they're in compliance by April. So please take these free trainings. The one is in Movers with Lainey Strange, the web accessibility awareness. It's only for 51 minutes. And then the other one is Minnesota. If you need to know anything about Word, Excel, PowerPoint, they have free module trainings out there. So please do this. You're going to need it because guess what's coming? The intranet. We have to be in compliance with the intranet, ADA compliance, by December 2026. I do think of the intranet a little bit as like Monica's hoarder closet here. No joke. There's a lot of content out there. And so go ahead. You know it's coming. Get educated about accessibility. Get educated about how to remove barriers for citizens in this way and prepare yourself. And it is fine. If you want to go in there and submit some tickets to delete content, feel free. Start cleaning out that closet. Very helpful. Okay, another thing around the corner is open house. When we launch our new website, we want you to invite your partners so they can come in and see the new space, see where your pages are, your content, see how everything is laid out. So that's around the corner as well. I wouldn't be doing a good job if I didn't tell you each and every time a reminder about contract services. It is our responsibility as state employees to educate our contractors, our vendors, anyone we receive files or any digital content from, that we are adhering to state and federal laws for ADA compliance. So please reference the contract language that Lainey has provided and keep that in mind when you are reviewing your contracts. Lastly are some really good resources. Many of these I've shared before. There is a complex image accessibility guide that has been really helpful for people who have submitted PDFs with color contrast issues. There's a lot of great links in here. Now that we are in the final stages of milestones for the website and a lot of things will be moving around, I do want to remind you of the Wayback Machine. We have encountered a lot of situations where team members have removed a file and another team member comes back and says, wait, I need that. You can go back in time to the Wayback Machine and find that file if you need it. If there's anything I can do to support you, my calendar is crazy. Just send me a little WebEx message. I will find time for you. It's a pleasure to collaborate with each of you and find solutions to all of the problems and barriers we have. I hope that you all are as excited as I am that we are now right around the corner. Thank you for collaborating with me to ensure the work that is required of us is finished in a timely fashion. Thank you all and have a great day.